our newer studios like Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and Obsidian.
Woo! Whoa. Matt, it feels like we might have left some off the list there.
Yeah, and Aaron, also 343 and Halo.
That's right. It's time to get hyped. Halo's coming. Halo Infinite. You've been waiting. The world's most anticipated game. July, mark your calendars. Xbox Game Studios. We've got teams around the world that are working on big surprises, big reveals for you. I could not be more excited. I can tell you we're going to work every week between now and then to deliver for our fans. But today we're going to put the spotlight on our partners and let them shine and show you what Xbox Series X gameplay looked like. Let's have a go.
What you just witnessed was Bright Memory Infinite from Playism, created from the ground up by a single individual at FYQD Studio in China. Developers are using the hardware to achieve their dreams and their nightmares in amazing ways, using the power to optimize their games the way they want. Higher resolutions, crazy frame rates, ray tracing, and yes, faster in-game load times. But it's also awesome to see the partner support for smart delivery, ensuring that fans only have to purchase the game once to enjoy it on whichever Xbox system they own or will own in the future. So, over the next 25 minutes, we're going to debut just a slice of the amazing next-gen games you can expect from our partners this holiday and early next year. And because we read the interwebs, everything you see here will highlight the in-game experience, with actual gameplay captured in-engine to give you the best sense of what to expect when Xbox Series X launches later this year. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the following dreams being powered by Xbox.
order out of chaos. Each trial, each tribulation, we have overcome. Now we live in an age of unprecedented peace. We have prevailed thanks to her. Let her ascension serve as proof of our righteousness. It is in her honor that we strive for chorus. Betrayer.
This ends with us.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for letting me crash the show. This is Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. I hope all of y'all been staying home, staying safe, and playing a ton of video games together. But hey, I'm here because I have a privilege of telling you this. Madden 21 is coming to Xbox Series X, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's been a journey that's older than me, and I was lucky enough to be a part of it this year. Like they say, you have to know where you've been to know where you're about to go.
Try and throw on third down. He's going to fire one deep. Inside the 10.
There's loads of Madden 21 news coming soon. And the game isn't just about what you can see, it's about what you can feel. But here's the best news. When you buy Madden NFL 21 on Xbox One, you get it free on Xbox Series X. I'm looking forward to it, and honestly, I'm ready to just get back on the field. Enjoy the rest of the show, and get ready to feel next level with EA Sports.
Huge thanks to EA for giving us that sneak peek at Madden 21 optimized for Xbox Series X. I mean, that was awesome. So my name is Sarah Bond, and I lead partnerships for Xbox, which means I get to work with the thousands of developers and creators around the globe that are creating games on, with, and for Microsoft platforms. I just love my job because it's all about connecting creators and publishers with our fans around something that they love, games. And boy, have they been busy. They are creating right now games that are going to define the generation, experiences that are just going to blow your mind away. And I am thrilled to share with you that every major publisher worldwide is developing for Xbox. And we already have hundreds of games coming to Xbox Series X in 2021. The support, it has just been tremendous, guys. I have never seen partners as excited about Xbox and Xbox Series X as they are right now. So why don't we take a look and see more of the great games that they have been working on.
Dark as shame, darling, dark as shame. joy and pain. Picture show, second balcony was the place we'd meet. Second seat, go Dutch treat. You were sweet, darker shame, darling.
Let's show them how we do. Everyone grab a limb.
Bye-bye now. Intertwine for all time, yours and mine. That was fine. Darker shame, darling, darker shame. Thank you for seeing me again. We go our separate ways. Still the memory stays for always. My heart says darker shame. There we go. Separate ways. Still the memory stays for always. Darker shame. I'll be the same. Darker shame.
Oh, Harry. What have you done? I've traveled so very far to find you. How strange that your trail ends here. The very island of my dreams. When you left, I was withering away. But here, on this extraordinary isle, I dare say I've found my strength again. I'm scared of what it means. I feel the call of something deep within. Whispers of things long forgotten. Will we be forgotten too? What did you find here, Harry?
This is, or was, the Ascent Group main metropolis. Like you, most people have contracted their entire lives away to get here. Workers or indents, slaves in all but name.
The Ascent Group arcology on Velas has shut down. If the latter is true, corporate grab teams will already be moving in. This is a crisis supernova. The Ascent Group has collapsed. We have a shot at true independence. I won't let it go to waste.
We wish to test your abilities by giving you a special assignment. Find out what happened.
It looks like we're gonna have to work together on this one. Let's get it done!
Hi, hope you enjoyed the reveal of The Medium, our next-gen psychological horror game. We're very excited to announce that we're working on the project in cooperation with Akira Yamaoka, the legendary composer best known for the Silent Hill series. We'll have more to reveal soon, so stay tuned.
I'm Yuito Sumeragi. My power is psychokinesis. Ready? Go!
てめえもヤクザの端くれならけじめのつけ方ぐらいしてだろ。
今ジョーがしょっぴかれるわけにはいかねえ。勤めに行ってもらえねえかイチ。
喜んでやらせてもらいます。
お前だけは裏切らねえな。お前の姿がある日を待ってる。あれ？あ。おやっさん。すまねえな、イチ。死ん
かしお前は人を怒らせる天才だな。
こんにちは、セガの名越俊弘です。いよいよこの発表ができる日が、参りました。シリーズの最新作であるヤクザライクアドラゴンを、Xbox シリーズ X のローンチタイトルとして、そして Xbox One や、Windows 10で、発売する運びとなりました。全世界のファンはもちろんですね、初めてこのタイトルを手にする方にも楽しんでいただきたいなというふうに考えております。ゲームの限界に挑戦する龍が如くスタジオの新たなる挑戦をぜひ見届けていただきたいなというふうに考えております。ヤクザライクアドラゴンをぜひよろしくお願いします。
I hope you all enjoyed this brief peek at just some of the titles we have lined up for Xbox Series X. This is just the beginning. And personally, I can't wait to get immersed in these amazing games. But until then, I'm just going to have to live out that fantasy via custom backgrounds in Microsoft Teams. How about I try out a few now? Maybe we'll go into the world of Scarlet Nexus, or maybe I could tear up the streets in Dirt 5, or, well, here's a quick view of Phil Spencer's home office. Oh, wait a second. We've got this inside look at the next Assassin's Creed game. So with that, I'm going to leave you with the gameplay debut of the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed Valhalla for Xbox Series X. Huge thanks to all of our partners for their hard work during these difficult times, and to you at home for joining us. Stay tuned to go behind the scenes with a few of the creators of today's lineup and hear more about their thoughts on the next generation of game development. I'll see you later this summer for even more content premieres and announcements from Xbox Game Studios and our partners worldwide. Thanks so much.
Few titles command the respect and fandom that the Assassin's Creed series has garnered, and today we get to talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla with its creative director, Ashraf Ismail, who's joining us from Montreal, Canada. Bienvenue to Inside Xbox.
Hey, Jeff, pleasure to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here because I'm a huge fan of the series. After seeing the video that we just saw, I have literally hundreds of questions to ask you. But before we get into Valhalla itself, did I just see new Assassin's Creed gameplay for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. That was directly from the game in all its Viking Age glory.
Let's talk about the Viking Age because Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, these took place in antiquity. They were sun-drenched Mediterranean places, and this looks very different. It's different time, different place. So what do you have for us with the Viking Age?
Yeah, so the Viking Age, it's named after one of history's most notorious warrior cultures. And this time period is highlighted by the invasion of England by this very large hungry Viking horde. And at the time, England was a dark age tangle of broken warring kingdoms. So this was an absolutely brutal, pivotal moment in history that gave us the birth of the England we know today. So players can expect to fully live the Viking fantasy in a meticulously crafted journey in an Assassin's Creed world.
All right, so let's get a little bit more into this. There was a lot to take in that clip that we saw. I saw Viking longships. I saw some very mean-looking axes. Previously, we saw a hidden blade. So let's talk about some of the key new features that you're bringing to the table with Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, so our hero, Eivor, is a Viking raider who's going to leave the snowy mountains of Norway for the lush rolling hills of England, propelled by the goal of settling their people and growing a thriving settlement. Now, England at this time is a hostile place. So to succeed, players will go raiding using their longships and raiding party. They'll assault giant fortifications in epic battles. They'll have to gain alliances with kings and legendary Vikings, and they'll be faced with some very harsh choices as the leader of a community. Along with that, where we've reinvented combat to be visceral, brutal, tons of enemy variety, dual-wielding weapons. We have a new, fresh take on player progression, gear, and weapon systems. We're effectively pushing every single envelope to deliver this incredible Viking fantasy.
All of this is just music to my ears. Thank you so much. So this whole show, we've been talking about the Xbox Series X. We're talking about next gen. So as a creative director, as someone creating a huge epic game, how do you take advantage of this new hardware?
Well, Assassin's Creed has always been committed to new technologies in order to push the most immersive experiences we possibly can. And so to have something like incredibly fast loading times means that we can remove some of that friction from the immersion and create a game that's much more immersive. Norway and Dark Ages England are breathtaking living worlds. So to be able to push them further to their incredible potential, this is really wonderful for us. It's wonderful for our players. And additionally, I'm very happy to confirm that we are also offering smart delivery, which allows you to purchase the game once and play it on your Xbox One and the Xbox Series X.
That is great news, I think, for all the Assassins fans out there. They'll be able to enjoy it on the hardware they have now, maybe on the hardware that they are looking forward to getting later this year. Thank you so much, Ashraf Ismail, for joining us and for sharing the very first details on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I cannot wait to see more.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
We have seen so many great games today showcasing gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's go to Malik right now with Robert Karp from Codemasters to talk Dirt 5.
All right, everyone, just a few minutes ago, you saw the reveal trailer of Dirt 5, and I kind of was left speechless, but I'm going to have to get it together here because we're going to dive even deeper into everything. Right now, we have Robert Karp, who is Dirt 5's development director, in the driver's seat to talk about what's next for the series. Robert, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Malik?
I'm doing great. Excited to dive into this. Now, Dirt 5, obviously the newest game in the series. Let's start with locations because kind of the backdrop is kind of important for a racing game. So where are we going to be going in Dirt 5?
So you saw from the trailer, we had New York, then we went to China, and then we went to Norway. We've got lots more environments than that. Each of the environments are bespokely created based on real worlds for the tracks and the event types that we play in there. So for New York, for example, you saw us racing over the East River when it was frozen in winter, but you can play in New York in the summer and spring and autumn. And there you'll be able to race along Roosevelt Island on a couple of different tracks. That gives you a totally different experience. After that, we go to Brazil, we take in the favelas and Christ the Redeemer. We have tracks in Europe and Italy and Arizona. So there's really a really wide range of tracks with a really colorful and wide different color palette that offer really interesting different experiences.
Super cool. I'm excited to see all the different locations, as well as how the weather's going to change. I'm personally a New York boy, so I'm excited to race in New York. But it is a racing game after all, so let's talk about some of the cars that we're going to be able to jump into.
We have one of the widest ranges of vehicles that we've had in a dirt game ever before. So you've got the rally cars that you saw some buggies in China. We also have sprint cars, which are really cool and interesting. They go around ovals, they only turn left. Each of their wheels is like a different size, with the front one at the left the smallest, the back one at the right the biggest. They've got 900 horsepower, and you just basically drift all the way around the oval, kicking up big plumes of smoke, which is really fun.
Oh, that's super cool. Of course, everyone's going to be excited for more, right? More cars, more different types of vehicles. That's pretty cool. Now let's talk about the experience when the players jump into the game. What are some things that veteran Dirt franchise players are going to notice, and what are some things that they're going to notice for the first time ever?
So I think jumping into the career, they're going to notice the kind of agency or the choice of the different events, but some of the new things that are due to the franchise, and one of the ones I'm most excited about, is 4-player split screen. So in career or in arcade mode, where you can pick your event type and your vehicle type and your time of day, how quickly the time changes and what the weather's going to change, you can play that with your friends. So on launch day, when you get your Xbox Series X home, you boot it up, you invite a few friends over, you can all race together.
That's super exciting. 4-player split screen, something that we always want to see, because it's always good to have your friends around and play some games on the couch. So that's pretty cool. Now let's shift gears a bit into the career mode. Obviously, the Dirt franchise is known for the career mode and taking you through a bunch of different races. Can you talk a bit about the story there? And I hear Little Birdie has told me that there's a very dynamic duo in the voiceover booth. Let's talk about that as well.
There is a dynamic duo. So one of the things that I really enjoy about the career is the real world sponsors. So as you race, you'll sign up to real world sponsors who'll give you rewards and pay you to race for them. And talking you through that will be your mentor. He'll help guide you, give you tips and hints, and that's voiced by Troy Baker.
Greetings from the booth, everybody.
And there's really only one person to have as the protagonist to Troy Baker, who's the nemesis, and that's Nolan North.
Thrilled to be working with Codemasters on this, playing a very pivotal character, per usual. Also, you're going to see some pretty recognizable faces in this game, so you don't want to miss it.
So as you race, you'll have to beat him if you want to win the career.
That's super exciting because one, I'm excited to jump into the career, but two, I feel like a lot of players are going to be happy about having both Troy Baker and Nolan North in the same video game. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Now, again, we're super happy that Dirt 5 is part of the reveal of the first gameplay for Xbox Series X. So let's talk about some of the things that we're going to see that are specific to Xbox Series X.
So Dirt 5, you'll be able to play at 4K at 60 FPS, but there'll also be an option for 120 Hz mode. So, gamers know frame rate counts. 120 Hz in racing, that's where the action's at. On top of that, Dirt 5 will leverage the smart delivery technology. So you buy the game on Xbox One, you can play it on Xbox Series X as soon as you get the new console. You buy it on Xbox Series X and you go over, you have an Xbox One in your house or in another room and you want to play in there, you can play Xbox One, so you'll always be playing the best version. And lastly is the fast loading. So that means that you get into the game almost instantaneously from turning on the console. No more waiting. You're in there, you're racing straight away.
I love everything that you just said there. You buy the game, you get the best version for the platform that you own. You get in the game, loading times are a thing that everyone hates, so minimizing that is fantastic. And then you get to choose between 4K 60 and 120 frames per second. So that is pretty cool. Again, Robert, thank you so much for stopping by. I got to say that I probably speak for everyone watching when I say that we're super excited to see Dirt 5 on Xbox Series X coming up this year. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we've already seen so many games so far, but the train's going to keep rolling, so we're going to throw it over to Katarina, who's with the Bluebird team, to talk about Medium.
Horror games are a fan favorite, and the Medium promises to keep us guessing and our hearts racing. Here to tell us more about the game is Jack, game producer from the Bluebird team. Thank you so much for joining us, Jack.
Hi, hello.
Can you tell us more about this game and the Bluebird team approach to the psychological horror genre?
In our first psychological horror that was Layers of Fear, the main topic was what can you sacrifice for your family? Can you sacrifice yourself, or you want to sacrifice yourself for your passion to fulfill yourself? The second our game, it was Observer, And then the main topic, it was if I'm still human, if my mind maybe is digitalized, or if I have robotic parts, where is the line, you know, like in the body horror stuff. And in the Blair Witch, of course, there was a witch, there was the forest that everyone loves, but in the main topic, in the psychological horror stuff, it was PTSD. So for the medium, we have like 2 worlds in our game, real world and spirit world. We play as a medium that can see these both realities. So we can think like somebody can be a really good guy, but maybe inside it's not. And when you play as a medium, you have a really unique perspective to find out what is inside of other people and or what happens in different places.
For the medium, we heard that you teamed up with legendary music composer Akira Yamaoka. Can you tell us more about that partnership and how that influenced the game?
Yeah, he's the best now, of course, for composing the music for Silent Hill series. And what was most important for us, it was his work on Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2 for most of our team is the best horror game ever, and it's one of our main references when we think about atmosphere in the medium, because in one way his music is, heavy, disturbing, oppressive, and in another way it can be nostalgic, emotional, and melodic. And to bump it up more, we cooperate, Akira, with our composer, Arkadiusz Rejkowski, that create our other scores for our other games, and mix these 2 approaches together to fill up our 2 worlds and our different points of view. So it was really great fun.
This game is really characterized by those 2 worlds. Can you talk to us more about the story and these 2 worlds and how the players can look forward to that?
Yeah, so you play as a Marianne, and she's a medium, and like she can cope with this, that she goes, or that she can see the spirit world, the second world, but she's like haunted by really one specific vision that she tried to solve. And she has some kind of a hint that the answers can be in abandoned communist vacation resort. It's like an old hotel. So she go there, and then she need to, find out how the vision is connected with this place and what dark mystery is there. And there 2 worlds came up, because our real world and our real world setting, it's Poland, late 80s, Krakow. Krakow is a very important city for Poland history. It was a city of kings. And it's, of course, city of Bluebear. We have company here, we live here, we love the city. And it's a free Poland in that time, but because in the 80s and before we lived under the regime, communist regime, and there was no free of speech, everything was censored. And when you play as a medium, you have this unique opportunity to see even further the normal people, because you see the spirit world, and spirit world is like dark mirror of our world, like when all your anger, urges, secrets are reflected there. So it's also hostile world in some way. So only medium can solve some puzzles, some mysteries, and survive that kind of encounter.
Horror is really a genre that can really take advantage of some very immersive gameplay. What are some of the Xbox Series X features that the Bluebear team has harnessed to make sure that you can deliver this epic next-gen title with the medium?
Yeah, of course. First of all, it's the horsepower is the hardware. So having that powerful stuff as a foundation for our game, it's awesome, because we spent a lot of years to thinking about this game, how we can fulfill our dreams about it, but we have a problem with the platform. Everything we thought it's too weak to fulfill our vision. But then Xbox Series X came up, and we thought, yeah, this is perfect match for us. And now a lot of doors were open for us to be creative and do the game as we wanted. And the second most important stuff is the seamless gameplay, steady FPS and no loading screens, because you have immersive horror cinematic experience, and you have 2 worlds. You can travel between them. You can travel between the levels and the whole story, and not having any loading screens and any FPS drops. it's like awesome. And of course, we use Xbox Series X in different ways, in many different ways, but I will leave this maybe more for the future, so stay tuned, guys.
Ooh,
And
mysterious. I think I speak for all the fans when I say that I'm super excited to play the medium when it launches on the Xbox Series X. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jack.
Also, thank you very much.
I want to give a special thank you to all of our developers from around the world who pulled out all the stops to share this first look at Xbox Series X gameplay with all of you today. It's also great to see how many developers are taking advantage and leveraging things like smart delivery, really putting our fans first. And of course, we're doing that with all of our Xbox Game Studios titles. And as I said, we're not taking the summer off. Today is just the beginning. It's time to get hyped because in July, it's Xbox Game Studios. World premieres, reveals, lots of news. Mark your calendars. We'll see you then.
Okay, so I didn't really want to actually do anything. What was that all about? That was weird. All right. I didn't want to actually say anything during the whole thing because I figured, every moment was actually gonna be interesting. I feel like they kind of here's what I think about the whole Assassin's Creed gameplay. That was barely anything. Like, for gameplay, if you were to tie all that and time it all, I'm pretty sure that would have been only a minute. Maybe about 2 minutes. Between 1 to 2 minutes. Nothing more than that. We were promised gameplay of Valhalla. I didn't hear anything about a sneak peek. I heard you would be getting gameplay of Valhalla. We didn't really get anything at all. That was kind of annoying, if you ask me. I'm not happy about that. I kind of wanted the whole, a fight in there to see how well it really works with that. But, I guess that's the best we can do. So, first look at Xbox Series X gameplay. Barely anything gameplay related. It was just more of a show instead of, gameplay. Gameplay means you play the game for at least 10 minutes apiece. I don't think that even went on for an hour. No, that didn't even go on for an hour. Not even an hour. That's annoying. So, yeah, this whole live stream did go for a whole hour, but, that whole thing didn't. That's for sure. So yeah, guys, I am kind of excited for the new Xbox, but I'm not excited as far as what is the word I'm looking for. I can't think of the word, but the one thing I'm excited for is Halo Infinite, and I was hoping they would actually shown something this year, or not this year, but hopefully shown something today. As far as regards to maybe a teaser for Halo Infinite. But I guess they decided not to really do that. I'm just, when it comes to this show here, I'm just not too happy about how they did everything. I know they could have actually pulled a little bit more out, but they decided they just wanted to wait. I mean, if you guys wanted to actually wait, you could have just easily said, this is just look at trailers and, in-game, actually, no, we gotten some moments. I think 2 or 3 games that actually showed off a little bit of gameplay. Like the very first part of the whole show, there was a game in there, Bright Memory Infinite, I think that's what it was. It didn't look too terrible. I might eventually get that, and it looks good enough to get. But yeah, Xbox Series X, I'm excited for, but I'm only going to be excited if they actually do a whole set of footage in July. If they don't do a whole set of footage, like, you know, each game has gameplay shown off instead of actual, like, just, you know, little tidbits here and there. See, what we got here is breadcrumbs. And in July, we better get the whole loaf of bread. All right? I do not want breadcrumbs anymore when it comes to this. They do that a lot, and it's really annoying. E3, they give you slices of bread. That's what I like. Here, they give you this. They give us breadcrumbs. All right? They give us breadcrumbs at this. Now, July better be a whole loaf of bread. I better not see slices of bread, which, you know, I wouldn't be mad about, but I would want to expect bread loaf. You know, you give us what we want with Halo Infinite. You know, that's what we're actually expecting with this. That's pretty much all I wanted to say at the very end of this. I'm trying to find the words for it, but I really can't. So, thank you guys for actually tuning in. You know, a little bit ago, like I said, I didn't want to really say anything because I didn't want to ruin anything. But to be honest, I should have just jumped in and said something. It probably would have been more entertaining. Yeah, I'm not happy about the Assassin's Creed Valhalla thing. They didn't show really anything at all that was interesting. Stuff that we technically have already seen, if you think about it, like, you know, stuff to already expect, instead of actually giving us things that, you know, would entice us. I'm not any more intrigued on Assassin's Creed than I was, you know, I think what was it, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, last week, like a week ago, when they released footage for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the cinematic trailer. I was really intrigued. And it was really interesting getting the game. Now that I know it's an Xbox One game as well, I'm not happy about that. They should have actually, with this Xbox Series X, it's a good thing they're still, like, Xbox One, it's a good thing they're still kind of keeping it around, but the thing is like, why? Next generation means that you're slowly working your way out of one console and working your way to the other. I'm hoping this is actually going to be a PC relation type deal where, you know, you can actually access it as a PC, use a keyboard and mouse, have yourself a desktop, all sorts of different things. These are just many different ideas I have about this, you know, negatives and positives. A positive is that I definitely am going to probably get the console, but, you know, the negative to it is, you know, I'm probably going to be extremely disappointed. Probably a lot of other people are going to be extremely disappointed because they say, oh yeah, we're back to doing games for you. We're not here for the social stuff like we were last time with the Xbox One. You know, we're here for the games now. So, here you go. Yeah, I don't know what my cat's doing. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Just giving my 2 thoughts about the whole live stream that just happened. Annoying, really. It's just that we weren't given the stuff we kind of expected to see. We didn't get any of that. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you, what's today? Thursday? I'm going to be uploading I'm going to do a Twitch stream here in a little while. If you guys want to tune in on there, I will be doing Sky Factory, and then I will upload on Sky Factory. It'll be Sky Factory 4, but I'll upload that to YouTube later tonight. So, because right now I want to do Predator with PlayStation, but for some odd reason, my internet on my PlayStation is kind of acting up a little bit. I think just because of the fact that the wire I got kicked, so I think I gotta just do wireless. Alright guys, I will see you, if you're gonna watch Twitch, I'll see you tonight. If, for YouTube, I'll probably see you, oh yeah, that's right. That's why I got my phone. Can I actually just look at my stuff? Thank you. Okay, tomorrow is... Let's see, Wednesday and then Saturday, Friday, the 8th. Modified my schedule for Friday. Definitely won't see me tomorrow. Yeah, my original schedule was going to be 12 o'clock in the morning. Oh, wow. Why did I say that? 12 p.m. I was going to do a noon stream for YouTube tomorrow. And I was also going to do a noon stream for Saturday. That is not going to be the case anymore. I have to work at 11 to 7 both Friday and Saturday, unfortunately. And this is another... I might as well get this out of the way before I end stream. This is another reason behind me wanting to change the schedule up to be less videos a week. One, kind of, keep the number down. Because it'd be weird to have like probably 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 videos on my channel. Although that'd be pretty funny. By the time I get 1 million, I have 10,000 videos and people will be like, "The heck you been doing your entire life?" But yeah, another main reason for this whole thing is my schedule at work. It's all random. I'll have more time in like 2 weeks to do more stuff. Hopefully be more videos sometime in the future. But yeah, future will be just like 3 videos a week, 2 live streams, and 1 upload. And then a few Twitch things here and there. I'm trying to figure what I can do. Yeah, this is what I'll do. I'll probably just, I'll probably just... I'm losing my mind here. I can't think of what I want to say. I get it, and then all of a sudden disappears. What the heck is wrong with me? I'm going insane. I'm sorry, everyone. Alright, Tuesdays and Thursdays are streams, and Friday will be an upload. That's what I'll do from now on. About the best I can actually do. So, I'll let you know what Thursday is actually going to be. Tuesday would be any time during the day. We'll figure it out for now. I'll just end the video. So, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys actually listen to me ramble on about random crap, and, I may seem stupid, which I would agree to that. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stream. You guys have yourselves a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you're at in the world. Please be safe. Again, thank you for tuning in on this stream. I really appreciate you guys watching every single time. It makes me happy. I hope you guys can actually handle watching videos in the future, because that's what I'm going to try working towards. That way it gives me more time to work with you guys to actually get more videos eventually. I wanted to try to do that, but then I figured maybe live streams will help out a little bit more, and I think I'm trying to figure out if I want to really lean back and forth or whatever. So, yeah. I'll see you guys either in the Twitch stream tonight or Sunday. Minecraft stream on Sunday. And then after that, we'll figure out what we need to do for my channel in general anyway. So, see ya.